So in this video, I'm going to show some cassettes. Been collecting cassettes now for maybe a year. Don't have a lot. I tend to buy CDs and vinyl more, but I've accumulated more than 100 cassettes, so I thought I would show maybe like 20-ish of them. Stuff that I'm actually listening to. Um, but before that, I'll just show you what I'm listening to in the background. I don't know if you can hear Morning Star, Entombed. Yeah, it's a cool album. It's cool album art too. Anyway, Entombed. All right, so I'll just show off a bunch of cassettes here. I don't know if I'll say too much about them, but um, might as well start off with Overkill taking over. So, you know, this is a Canadian pressing, right? So it's got um, Overkill was pretty big in the day. This was like everywhere. I think for me, like having like for me, most of my cassettes are all metal because that's what we listened to in the 80s as teenagers, right? When we were metalheads, it was cassettes. I don't know or remember in the 80s of one metalhead, like a friend of mine who was a metalhead who collected vinyl. We all had cassettes, right? You had them in your pocket, denim jacket pocket or whatever. And you'd carry them around. We'd be like cruising in the boulevard or boulevard, whatever it was, down the street, listening to this um, music on cassettes, right? So yeah, Overkill taking over. Do I have a favorite on this? Probably not. But I do like, oh yeah, well, Wrecking Crew and Deny the Cross, the first track's good on this. So that's Overkill taking over on cassette. Speaking of Overkill, I have another one, Under the Influence. Also, black cassette. Because it is a Canadian pressing. J card and the lyrics are on the other side too, which is cool. I didn't have any of these when I was a kid growing up. Of course, I would have wanted them, but so that's why it's cool to have them. But I had friends that had these, so people would bring their cassettes. We'd listen to them, so I was pretty familiar with Overkill. Just didn't get a chance to own any back in the day. Annihilator, Canadian thrash band, Never Never Land. My favorite song on this, oh, I don't know, they're all really good. Road to Ruin's good, but sixes and sevens. I dig that song. I just like the chorus, sixes, sevens. I can't even do it right, but it's just I love that chorus. Um, yeah, Annihilator, Never Never Land, also in black. And this has a pretty long J card to it. It's the band. Yeah, these guys are. I don't know. I kind of is it this one or their first one? That's my favorite. I don't know. Never Never Land. I like it. This is the only Annihilator I have on cassette. I do have a couple actually on CD. Some of the newer stuff, I think. All right. Oh, I was so happy to get this Zentrix. I paid $20 for this. Um, and I have another Zentrix I'll show too. I think it's in the stack. I hope it's in the stack. I just pulled up a bunch of stuff. Um, yeah, for whose advantage? This is a clear case, tape cassette case. These are, if you don't know, British band, um, Zentrix. kind of made famous with their Ghostbusters single, um, which I really dig. The lyrics, cool cover. And surprisingly, all these cassettes work. Well, actually, yeah, from this stack, everything works. So it's just this is the stack that I'm listening to a lot of right now, so it all works. I do have cassettes that I paid for, bought that are dragging, and so that sucks. But it's kind of like comes with buying cassettes, right? Like with vinyl, you can inspect for scratches and cuts, whatever, and CDs similar, right? But cassettes, I do have a Walkman. I should bring it actually. Should remember to bring it and just test stuff out. Yeah, Zentrix. Next up, Forbidden, Twisted into Form. Oh man, Forbidden, great thrash. You're seeing a theme here. Like it's pretty much all thrash. Thrash, probably my favorite genre of music, within the heavy metal umbrella. Yes, um, I like a lot of different styles, but under heavy metal, thrash is probably number death thrash, doomy, deathy thrash, right? Like I like that. That's where it's at. But this is just good old thrash, twisted into form. Clear cassette, and this is the J card. Yeah, I have Omega, I think it is, or what is it called? One of their last one or newest one, or one of their newer ones on CD. But yeah, if I see Forbidden in any format, I buy it. Okay, this is an interesting one. It was a bit of a blind buy, actually. I paid $8.50 for it. White Tooth, soft white underbelly. And this is released in, oh, it's not going to tell me, it was released on Earache Records. I think this is actually, yeah, this is a US print. Um, so, yeah, I like this. This is cool. It's, gosh, it's been a while since I've listened to it, actually. I just remember listening to it and saying, oh, I like this. Um, I think I remember it being like thrashy. So, yeah, Sweet Tooth. Now I have a couple compilations I can show. This one here is a death metal compilation, Death's Door. It's a collection of brutal death metal, and it has on it Sepultura's, uh, Massive Gnosis. I'm not going to read all the songs, but just the bands. Pestilence is on here, Deicide is on here, Morgoth, Sadist, Exhorter. Um, that's side one I just listed. Side two has Death, Open Casket, Obituary, Malevolent Creation, Believer, uh, Cerebral Fix, which Cerebral Fix, yeah, which I'll be showing. I'll show next, well, after, and Atrocity, 1990. So you see the J card here with all the bands. Yeah, it's cool. So I'm not really into compilations so much, but it's kind of cool because it's on cassette. And this is an important death metal compilation too. I paid dollars, $12 for it. This is Deeper into the Vault, and this has more like thrash on it. Set has this like booklet inside of it with the J card. Anyway, so this has Testament, um, Venom, Merciful Fate, Anthrax, um, Lone, what is this? Lone Rager or Badger? Lone Rager, Blitzkrieg, Overkill is on here. TT Quick, Raven has a song. SOD, Ram It Up. The Be the Beast is This Life, and the Beast, the Shape. MOD, If the Shoe Fits, and Exciter, Death Revenge. So yeah, thrash, beat metal kind of thing. And this little insert here, so I can show. So that's pretty cool. And the J card just doesn't have anything on the other side. So that's cool. Yeah. Back in the 80s, compilations were, I liked them because, you get a good variety of stuff, right? Because there's like no YouTube or anything where you can just listen to whatever, whenever. So compilations were good. Why isn't this not going in? So compilations were always a great thing. Kind of like how we used to do like mixtapes. All right, so Cerebral Fix. Oh, this is great thrash metal. This is like really cool. I only paid $8 for it too, which is nice. Cassette. J card. And the lyrics are on the other side. I did not know of this band back in the day. This is kind of new to me. Like, oh, Sacrifice. Oh, I really like this. What's that song? Flesh. Oh man, every time Flesh comes on, it's just definitely headbanging stuff. I liked it. This is the only Sacrifice I have at the moment, but yeah, I'm gonna be getting the other ones. Um, this is yeah, good stuff. Canadian thrash. Some might consider one of the big four of Canada. And the lyrics are on the other side. Oh, this is cool. Has this advertisement, official metal merchandise, and then on the other side you have this um, order form here. It's nice that it's all intact. So Sacrifice, uh, Apocalypse Inside. I think this is their fourth, right? Fourth album. Next up, oh, the cassette. Uh, Nuclear Assault. I don't have the cassette because it's in my cassette player right now. Oh yeah, I like Nuclear Assault. Nuclear Assault. Yeah, this is unfortunately this is the only Nuclear Assault I have in it. I think in any format actually. I only buy stuff in stores, like physical stores. So if it's not there, it's not there. Right? Violence, Eternal Nightmare. This is. I love this. This is. I like it. I like these vocals. I like the riffs. It's just yeah. Cool cover too, right? I mean, yeah. You can't. And this has some clear plastic over the top part here. So whoever previously owned this, you can maybe see the plastic or the Scotch tape. Whoever previously owned this had a mind for keeping it in good condition. So much appreciated. And the lyrics are on the other side. Yeah. Violence, Eternal Nightmare. I love all their albums, so I find anything by them. So I have some Bay Area thrash going on here too, which is cool. But yeah, this is good. I want to find it on CD. I want to find if I don't have it on CD, I want to get it on CD. Just digital kind of thing is cool, but yeah, if I find that on CD, I'll be getting it. Creator, um, Extreme Aggression, probably my favorite Creator album. Pleasure to Kill is cool, but yeah, I don't know. I think I like this one more. Um, J Card lyrics, lyrics, both sides. Yeah, great album. Um, 1989. Creator. Um, I knew of them in the 80s. I think I had a friend who was into them. And then, of course, they were in all the metal magazines and stuff like this too. But I never really, again, there just wasn't enough money to buy everything. And actually, I grew up in a small town, so my record stores had practically no metal. I mean, they had this one little bin, right? It was like, yeah. Wrathchild America 3D. I saw this in the stores when it was out, and I passed it by. I don't know why. I thought it was like Wrathchild America. It's got to be some kind of glam band, right? 3D. Um, and then even now, when I saw it, like first saw it in the store, I left. At first, I didn't pick it up right away. I left it there, right? I thought, you look at the band picture. I thought, oh, this is like grunge or something. It's like it's thrash. It's like 80s classic thrash, even though this came out in 1991. It's thrash. So, I mean, the, the name of the band and the logo doesn't give you any indication that it's thrash. I just thought, I don't know, it just had this kind of like glam hard rock vibe to it. When I saw it in the store, I never heard anything about it, or saw any videos or anything like this. And then recently, I think I was watching a YouTube channel. Somebody was showed it. I don't know who it was, but somebody showed either the CD or the vinyl, maybe the cassette. I can't remember. Thing with thrash or something like this. So when I went back to the store and it was still there, I thought, you know what? It's like only $6, so I'll take a chance. And wow, it blew me away. Good thrash. The American Way, Sacred Reich. So this was cool to find. I, yeah, I mean, I like Sacred Reich. This is awesome. Probably my favorite. It's just this is this is kind of what broke them, right? I mean, gosh, there's so many great stuff, songs on here. I mean, The American Way, Love, Hate, Who's to Blame? I like that a lot too. Um, but I don't remember exactly which ones had videos on TV and things like that. But I remember people having this because this is like, what is this, 90s, right? It's like 1990. Yeah, I remember like this was like, yeah, cool to have. And I remember lots of people had it. I never got around to getting it though. And again, here advertisement, and then the lyrics on the other side, and then this advertisement form. Yeah, I listen to this a lot. That's what this stack is. It's my listening stack as far as cassettes are concerned, right? Everything else is sort of like filed away, but this is all random. It's just my stack, and this is on it. Fate. This is right. Oh no, Fate's Warning. Hollow's Eve, Monument. This is really cool, good, thrashy to stuff too. Um, this I didn't really know too much about this band, so this was kind of a blind buy. And again, the advertisement cards here too, which is cool, and the lyrics. Yeah, this is good thrash. So if you haven't heard this, check it out. Yeah, Hollow's Eve. What was the year on this? 1988 from Metal Blade Records. So that gives you an idea of what it sounds like. Okay, these two are from the same band, Metal Church. Um, this one's Blessing in Disguise. I like the first two Metal Church albums, right? This one's good too. Metal Church is cool. You can't go wrong with Metal Church. And the other one is the Human Factor that I have on cassette. Those are the only two Metal Church I have on cassette. All right, just a couple more here. Uh, Joke's on You, XL. Paid $10 for this, but it's pretty cool crossover thrash. I love anything thrash is cool, right? Or thrashy, but this is like great crossover thrash. And 1989, Caroline Records. Joke's on You. Exodus. This is the only Exodus I have. Impact is Imminent on cassette. I have a few things on CD, but yeah, this is the only Exodus I have on cassette. I would like to find more Exodus on cassette. I'm more interested in finding metal on cassette and CD than vinyl. It's just because of the nostalgic. Again, it's like I just associate metal with cassettes, right? Like this is what people had. You're walking around in the 80s with your cassettes, man. Hey, man, check this out, right? Exodus. This is 1990. So yeah, I was into this when it came out. In 1990, I was still listening to thrash, even though there was like grunge was just starting. I think Nirvana's Bleach was already out, and like Jane's Addiction and things like that, right? And Ministry was starting to come in heavier, right, in '89 or something like this. So there was this transitional period, and I was on that, but I was still listening to thrash. I mean, like glam, I was not listening to anymore. So anything like Warrant or something like this, I was not. Glam was out by 1990 for me. It was out by 1988, actually, in '89. It was just, I don't know, cliche kind of thing. It was like everybody's doing the same thing. Wasn't good. Last band, Flotsam and Jetsam. No Place for Disgrace. I like this. Um, nothing much more to say about this. This is one of their best, arguably their best album. J Card. Like thank you list on the back. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I don't know if this is better than their first one, Deceivers. But this one here, No Place for Disgrace, yeah, cool album. And the other Flotsam and Jetsam I have is the When the Strong Comes Down. Not the coolest cover, but I mean it does have the skull, uh, but I don't really dig how the band logos over the artwork, like hiding the artwork almost, right? Like that's kind of what this is doing, right? So, and then having the title of the album up in the top is kind of opposite of what everybody does, right? Anyway, here's the cassette. It's getting a little bit worn down on the bottom part here. You see it like here too. So, yeah, it's starting to wear down. They should have put Scotch tape over it. The old J card, big gold picture of the band. Lyrics. So Flotsam and Jetsam. Don't really have too much to say about this one. I've only probably listened to it a couple of times. Um, Yeah, when did this come out? 1990. I don't remember this coming when this came out. No Place for Disgrace. Yeah, I remember this one. This was a big deal when it came out. It was in all the magazines, metal magazines. I think somebody, a friend of mine, probably had this. We were playing it. I do remember listening to it back then, so it must have been through a friend. All right, that's all the cassettes I'm going to show for now because this video is way too long. So, take care.